Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Emma, I'm from Finland. I used to live in Ireland for about 10-ish years and I recently moved to Australia. Someone actually mentioned to me recently that they didn't think my accent was even slightly bit Irish, so I don't even know if that's worth mentioning anymore. So anyway, as you may know, that I have been going through some adversity recently and re-evaluating what's important to me in life. So I thought it would be a good idea to have a look at some inspirational and motivational quotes that the internet is full of. Most of them are stupid, borderline toxic, and usually not helpful at all. Many people still post these on social media, so I gathered some really good ones. So I thought we could, talk about them, analyze them, maybe even rate them. Something like that. So I'm calling this video, Are You Inspired Yet? Okay, so let's start with this one. Begin your day with an I get to mentality instead of a I have to thought process. I get to go to work. I get to have a busy day, whatever it may be. We often dress our opportunities as stress, but they are in fact blessings. Yeah, I guess of course it's good to be grateful for what you have. But at the same time, everyone kind of has to go to work. Most people have to go to work. So, of course, it would be great to, be paid for to do our dream, whatever our dream job is. But obviously, that's not always possible. I'm not trying to be like a pessimistic dream crusher, but so we dress our opportunities as stress, but they are blessings. Sure. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next one. Most of these don't resonate with me, so I don't know, maybe I should have called this video What is Wrong with Me? Okay, the next one. If you want to be happy on purpose. When you wake up in the morning, you have to decide what kind of day you will have. Higher thoughts, higher energies, higher vibrations, higher frequencies, higher experiences. I obviously agree that you can choose to be responsible for your life, and be responsible for the choices you make and all of this and your emotions, because, no one else is responsible for them. But at the same time, it's not your fault if, for example, you leave your house and it starts raining and all of your clothes get wet or ruined. You didn't choose the rain. So, I mean, that's a bad example, but you get what I mean. So there is so many things that happen that we have no control over. It's nothing magical. A lot of things, again, are chance. So you have to be happy on purpose, but that can, happy can't be faked either. And also, I think there's nothing wrong with having bad days. Do you know what I mean? It's part of life. So, this kind of toxic positivity is really not helpful to anyone, and it's not sustainable either. If people wouldn't complain, if we're constantly happy, then we don't have problems to solve, and things won't evolve if we kind of wouldn't complain. But also higher thoughts, higher energies, higher vibrations, what? Higher experiences, what does that mean? What is a higher experience from the normal life experiences? Type yes to affirm. So maybe because I didn't type yes, I can't feel it. Then this one is a funny one as well. Successful people try things they know very little about and trust themselves to figure it out along the way. Unsuccessful people avoid things they know very little about because they don't trust themselves outside of their comfort zone, outside of their zone of comfort. What? Anyway, the difference is trusting yourself. Right. Again, this kind of makes no sense to me because, first of all, I think trying to categorize people with being successful and unsuccessful, especially when isn't success your kind of own measurement, or what is the measurement you're measuring yourself against? Of course, if I compare myself to, I don't know, a famous person, technically I am unsuccessful because I'm not at the same like status, or I don't earn the same amount of money, or I'm like, I don't have followers, or I'm basically not famous. So does that make me unsuccessful? You know, like normal people can be just successful as well. And I think like, you know, there's nothing wrong with being average as well. That's just my opinion. And of course you should, you know, do the things you want to do, and try, like, you know, if you have that sort of internal motivation and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, you can be successful and kind of be in your comfort zone, I guess. I don't know. The difference is trusting yourself. Like, I wouldn't trust myself to speak on about something that I don't know a lot about, or it's not like something that I'm interested in or whatever. Like, I'd like to research the topic or whatever it is, to know even if I want to do it or something. Do you know? Okay, are you ready for this? 8 pieces of wisdom that can change your life. 1. Overthinking kills happiness. 2. Live for today, not for tomorrow. 3. Words are powerful, use them wisely. 4. Laziness is more work in the long run. 5. Dreams don't work unless you do. 6. What you fear most is usually what you most should do. 7. People come and go, but the right ones stay. 8. Never look back. There is nothing there for you. Okay, so let's just like break this down. So overthinking kills happiness. Well, yes and no, but also people who are overthinkers, it's not very helpful to think that you're killing your own happiness, because you already know that you're a bit f***ed up, you know? Everyone is. Like, I'm probably overthinking of, you know, making this video, or overthinking about, yeah, everything basically. But it's also like a little bit of mix of like OCD and, yeah, wanting to make sure that you're kind of doing the right thing. And sometimes like self-doubt is normal, you know, and also especially if you feel like you did something wrong, you know, I think those thoughts are very helpful, and then you can take a different action, or you can kind of reverse it. Like it depends on the context, but also if someone is like super overthinker, that's just not helpful to tell them. Okay, live for today, not for tomorrow. I think you should live for tomorrow. I think you should kind of live for the future, but because you need to take the steps today that you want to achieve tomorrow or in the future, in a way. So for example, okay, this is like a small silly example, but you don't want like cavities on your teeth, in your teeth. So that's why you brush your teeth every day, because you don't want those cavities. Am I right? Or you clean the dishes today because you don't want to clean them tomorrow when you start cooking again. Today you're going to the gym because you want to get stronger, and that kind of stronger is a future term, because I don't agree with that. And also, you know, you need to save money. I mean, saving money is really smart. If you only live for today, then yeah, I just like spend my money and then don't think about the future. Whereas like it's really useful to have money saved, you know, and then you can do whatever you want with it. You can go traveling, or you can buy a house, whatever it is, you know? Okay, words are powerful, use them wisely. So I guess I could kind of agree with that. I think that's true. Yeah, but yeah, don't overthink about it, right? Laziness is more work in the long run in this kind of day and age, or I think this has been forever actually, like that it's kind of frowned upon, or it's a bad thing to not do anything and take a rest. Like we feel like we always need to justify of taking a rest or not doing anything. That can be a toxic thought as well. It's kind of true, but kind of not. Like if we all just would Netflix and chill all the time, then we wouldn't have like great inventions or, you know, art or those Netflix series at all. So I don't know. Yeah. Dreams won't work unless you do. Like, yeah, you need to know what your dreams are and if your dreams are even achievable. Because, I might dream that, yeah, like I want to be a famous rock star, but then it's like, well, okay, do you like sing? Do you have any talent? Like, do you have any skill? Do you practice that skill? Like, no, I don't. So, isn't that a bit stupid to dream about that? I don't know. So, yeah, it's kind of true, I guess. Okay, what you fear most is usually what you most should do. Not necessarily, because I'm afraid of spiders and bugs. So I don't think I'm meant to work in like a spider farm or anything like this. I don't really want to face that fear, and I want to avoid that and forget about that as much as I can. And also sometimes we think that, maybe we have a fear of like public speaking, or we have like another fear. It depends if that's something you actually want to do, because not everybody is meant to be a public speaker, or we're not meant to do like, the same things as such. But of course, I feel like there's always that kind of like duality. Like, so for example, yeah, like I want to make videos or I want to create something, but at the same time, like I am so scared of doing it, but I still expose myself of doing it. The fear is sometimes, again, the metric that you compare yourself to. So like, yeah, like there's better people out there than you of doing what you want to do, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do what you do. Like the quality that you do can be on the same level, and I think that's a bad expectation. Like, how are you gonna learn if you don't try and do it? So yeah, interesting. Okay, people come and go, but the right ones stay. So that I definitely don't agree with. It kind of tells the message that it's up to the other people to do all the work. It kind of sends out the message that you don't have the responsibility in those relationships to do something and make an effort, or even make the relationship flourish. It just seems that, yeah, like, the right ones will stay, so I can just do nothing, and then the other ones will have to like, chase me and ask me if I'm okay. You need two people to make the relationship, so never look back. There is nothing there for you. Well, I think you should look back, because I think reflection is the only way to learn from your, failures and mistakes, and even the good things, whatever it is. That's why we have memories. It's like, remember when this thing happened, or remember when this thing happened. So doesn't this seem like that? Oh, just burn all the bridges, like don't look back. Next one. Okay. When you learn to survive without anyone, you can survive anything. Again, that's very unhelpful and very toxic. I don't think you're supposed to survive things by yourself. Like, we need other people, and there's no shame in asking for help or letting other people to be there for you, because you kind of want to be there for other people as well. We like to help other people. I think it's a natural thing to do, so I think we should be taught more to reach out to other people and rely on our friends and family. That doesn't mean that you don't look after yourself and do all those independent things in life, but definitely, like, if you are feeling sad or lonely, or all of those kind of negative emotions, whatever you're going through, like, definitely you need other people. And also, those are the moments then when, good things happen. You want to share those with someone as well, right? So, because what's the point of, like, sharing your life with someone? Positive mind, positive vibes, positive life. Again, I think this is, what I kind of mentioned before, the almost like the, the toxic positivity, because you can try to be positive, but I think it's more human to be like, hey, like, things happen and I feel like and you know, it's all falling apart and I don't know what I'm doing and all of this, and still have hope that things will get better, and then you're solving those problems, whatever, you know, life throws at you, and then you grow. This overly positive thinking is not sustainable, and you're just in denial of your problems, you know, and then just kind of ignoring the issues because you're so positive. So anyway, next one. Don't give your past the power to define your future. Like, your past absolutely defines your future because it is what you went through. It teaches you something. You can't just erase the past or ignore it. And I don't think this is a bad thing. Like, it doesn't mean that no matter what your past is, that you can't get through and move forward and change yourself if that's what you want. But you are made of your past experiences, so I don't think that's a bad thing or something to ignore. It's just life. Okay, next one. Happiness is letting go of what you think your life is supposed to look like. That can be kind of true, I guess, because we don't always get the things that we want or that we deserve, because who's to say that we deserve anything, you know? In a way, I don't think we deserve the bad things. So who's to say that we deserve the good things? I don't know. I think happiness is a byproduct of making good choices in life, you know, and I don't know, trying to help yourself and help other people, just kind of trying to be good the best way you can, you know? Next one. Unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations. Successful people make decisions based on where they want to be. So if I want to be at a restaurant tonight at 9 o'clock, I made that decision, so I'm now successful. What? Okay, this is a good one. You will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only be criticized by someone who is doing less than you. Remember that. So it depends on the criticism. I think, like, you know, it's okay to give criticism to situations or how people handled something. I mean, no one is perfect. Thinking that you're kind of above criticism, doesn't that mean that you're not willing to learn and you think you already know everything? Because we make mistakes, and I think, like, people kind of pointing out our mistakes sometimes is helpful for our, you know, growth, because we overlook things all the time. We don't know it all, you know, so you might say or do something and then you get called out on that, and I think that's okay. Anyway, I think we covered a lot today, so are you inspired yet? Let me know what you thought about this video and if you actually have some useful inspirational quotes. Thanks for watching this video, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye.